Morning SKN. I'm Jamie Morris.
And I'm Cortensia Carty.
And it is Wednesday. We dub it here Whiscamus Wednesday. Again, this camel to get us over the hump of the week. Yeah. So that's just me playing on a hump day. Anyway, we are glad that you're joining us for another edition of Good Morning SKN. Lots to look forward to, but most importantly, we are glad that you are here. We now move on to the latest in local news. This from SKNIS. Cabinet officials led by Prime Minister Dr. the Honourable Terence Drew and officials from the Ministry of Tourism held an important dialogue with executives of Carnival Corporation aimed at strengthening the relationship between St. Kitts and Nevis as a tourist destination and the cruise line. The meeting was held on Monday, November 14, 2022 at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort and featured participation from the President of P&O Cruises, Mr. Paul Ludlow, Marie McKenzie, Vice President of Government and Destination Affairs at Carnival Corporation and PLC, Diora Israel, Senior Advisor to the Senior Vice President of Strategic Operations, Charlene Drakes, Manager of Stakeholder Engagements for the Caribbean region, and Odette McFarlane, Director of Home Port Operations at Carnival UK. Prime Minister Dr. Drew, while delivering brief introductory remarks, told the visiting delegation that the government of St. Kitts and Nevis continues to value and appreciate its partnership with cruise lines. Definitely so. Yes. Tourism is, again, our mainstay.
Indeed. We continue now. St. Paul's Primary School hosts Great Kindness Challenge. This from Win Media. The St. Paul's Primary School is hosting a week of activities entitled the Great Kindness Challenge from November the 14th to the 18th to commemorate World Kindness Day. In a release from the Education Media Unit, guidance counselor and organizer of the week, Ms. Charmaine Williams spoke of the inspiration behind the week of activities, which she said seeks to encourage students to be positive and have healthy interpersonal relationships. Ms. Williams said, and quote, Sunday, November the 13th was recognized as World Kindness Day, so I decided it would be good for us at the St. Paul's Primary to celebrate the week to encourage our students to practice kindness, not only during this week, but throughout their lives. Start with the simple things for the children. Encourage them to speak nice words as it relates to their actions. I encourage them to smile at someone they meet and extend pleasant and polite greetings. As students practice these things, they are demonstrating kindness, end quote. So that's a good thing because we need kindness. The world needs love.
Definitely so. Definitely so. All right, moving on, ministers of government engage in candid talk with young people at Ministers' Youth Forum. This from SKNIS. Approximately 150 young people from across St. Kitts and Nevis gathered at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort on Tuesday, November 15th to learn more about government programs and activities that directly impact them and to give their perspective on ways the government can further tailor its empowerment initiatives to meet the demands of the young generation. The engagement was facilitated by the junior minister responsible for youth empowerment, the Honourable Iseline Phillip, who was supported by the staff of the department. The young people expressed the need for skills development, job training, transfer of knowledge, establishing independence, social building, and youth in decision-making. While giving welcome remarks, Senior Youth Officer Sahira Joseph said that the Minister's Youth Forum has been extremely useful over the years. Ms. Joseph stated, quote, our young people are wise and they crave innovation, excitement, and opportunities, and forums of this nature are necessary because they ultimately inform our programming at the Department of Youth Empowerment. I urge all of us to recognize this opportunity for what it is. We are here to communicate with each other, quote.
I like this. I like this. They're really not on the menu anymore. They're really, literally at the table right now. This is very nice. We continue now with the weather. It's going to be partly cloudy with a high of 82 and a low of 74 degrees Fahrenheit. It's about 80 degrees Fahrenheit at this time. Take a look at your hourly and weekly weather and stay tuned. Much more after this short break.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First, you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
Yo, what up? It's your boy and Richie right here at Studio 327. I'm here to give you the promo that you guys need because this is something special for St. Kitts. I'm telling you, tune in to Good Morning SKN, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and on Moen Channel 4. Also, I realize nobody else is doing this. Follow the Good Morning SKN Instagram at Good Morning SKN and the Studio 327 Inc. Instagram. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook. This is pretty long, but follow us and yeah.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. For those of you just joining us, thank you for tuning in. We now continue with the latest in regional news. This from Caribbean News Now. The Antigua and Barbuda national swimming team made history by winning the country's first ever OECS swimming title with a combined total of 1,111 points. The team clinched the 2022 OECS Swimming Championships for the first time in 30 years. 31 swimmers represented Antigua and Barbuda at the event, which ran from November the 11th to the 13th at the Rodney Bay Aquatic Center in St. Lucia. There were also outstanding individual performances for Antigua and Barbuda throughout the championships. Kaylee Warner, competing in the girls 8 and under age category, broke 5 OECS records by picking up 4 gold and 3 silver medals while claiming the overall high points trophy in her age group. Zane Williams dominated in the boys 8 and under age category to come away with multiple gold medals and the high points trophy. In the girls 9 to 10, Anya Digans won the overall high points trophy while also setting 2 OECS records. In the boys 9 to 10 age category, Jamie Tranter won the overall trophy. Bianca Mitchell won the overall high points trophy in the girls 18 and over age group. So congratulations to all the swimmers from Antigua and congratulations to Antigua for taking home the title after 30 years.
Definitely so. Definitely so. Moving on to international news. UK and India to launch a young professionals exchange in 2023. This from The Hindu. British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak will announce a new partnership with India on Wednesday at the G20 summit in Bali, Downing Street has announced. Under the UK-India Young Professionals Scheme, the UK will offer annually 3,000 degree-holding Indians in the 18 to 30-year age group places to work in the UK for up to 2 years. The scheme will commence in early 2023 and be on a reciprocal basis. Mr. Sunak said in a statement, "I know firsthand the incredible value of deep cultural and historic ties we have with India. I am pleased that even more of India's brightest young people will now have the opportunity to experience all that life in the UK has to offer and vice versa, making our economies and societies richer," end quote. The UK has more links with India than almost any country in the Indo-Pacific region. A press note from Downing Street said, with Indians comprising almost a quarter of all international students in the UK and Indian investment in the UK supporting 95,000 jobs in the country. The UK government called the program launch a significant moment for the UK-India relationship and the UK's links to the Indo-Pacific. Well, this is great news.
Yes, indeed.
Cultural exchange is always great, but
Always.
when you are benefiting as well,
Exactly.
economically, educationally, from that.
Yes.
All right, well, there you have it for the latest for today. We do have an interesting lineup for you.
Yes. We've got a plumber today.
All right. There you go. And so much more.
Indeed.
All right, stay tuned. We'll be back in a moment.
Children, how can you tell a tsunami coming?
Teacher me.
Sammy?
My mother said when uncle jump in the pool and the water spoosh out, that's how you tell a tsunami coming.
Settle down, children. Settle down. Do you remember our tsunami song?
Yes! When you feel like shaking and it's moving around, you see the ocean gone like the fish on the sand. You should run, run, run to higher ground, a tsunami soon come.
Mommy, Uncle not here and the other shake.
Hush your mouth.
Daddy, Uncle not here and the sea gone.
Who cares? You don't see all them free fish? Quick, give me the bag.
This is how you tell a tsunami a come. Teacher says so. I would have failed in school, you know.
Sammy, come, let me go. They would have failed anyhow. Let me run, see Sammy.
When you feel the earth shaking and it's moving all around, you see the ocean gone like the fish on the sand. You should run, run, run to higher ground, a tsunami soon come.
I eat some veggies for dinner.
Let me just check the amount of sodium in this can. Oh no, this is too much. Let me try our next option. They did say it's healthy to consume less salt. This is much better. I am salt smart.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
The renowned American politician John F. Kennedy once said, "Tolerance implies no lack of commitment to one's own belief. Rather, it condemns the oppression or persecution of others." End quote. Let's read that one more time. Tolerance implies no lack of commitment to one's own belief. Rather, it condemns the oppression or persecution of others. Today is International Day of Tolerance. This is a UNESCO-declared annual campaign to generate public awareness of the dangers of intolerance as it breeds separation, misunderstanding, and hostility between groups. But what does it even mean to be tolerant? According to dictionary.com, tolerance is a fair, objective, and permissive attitude towards those whose opinion, beliefs, practices, racial and ethnic origins, etc., differ from one's own. Its synonyms include endurance, patience, resilience, and fortitude. Tolerance. So, Jamie, what are your thoughts on this objective, tolerance?
First of all, I'd like to know what we are tolerating, because it spans so many different things.
Yeah.
And secondly, there might be a little bit of a contradiction in the definition that you just read, and the quote that you just read. And I say that because when we think of the permissive attitude, which dictionary.com states, it's a fair objective, and I agree with that. Permissive attitude implies that there is some authority from which one is standing to either permit or not the tolerance that we're seeking. Yet, in the quote that you read, and I'll read it again, tolerance implies no lack of commitment to one's own belief. You can understand how these two things might seem to be contrary to each other.
Yeah.
Because if you are permitting something, does that or does it not represent a sort of lack of commitment to your own belief? Now, am I in favor of tolerance? Absolutely. I'm just pointing out what I think would be a contradiction, which is what many people would rely on to not be tolerant.
Yeah.
If this is the definition that we're using, but this is not the only definition that there is. So again, to my question, what are we being tolerant of?
Well, there's a next definition that I have. Tolerance is respect, acceptance, and appreciation of the rich diversity of our world's culture, our forms of expression, and ways of being human.
Absolutely right.
So we do not have to believe in everything that the other might believe in, but we just learn to be tolerant of their beliefs and, I guess, respectful of it.
And that's the thing, because I think in these parts particularly, we're, you think of tolerance, and you think of tolerance in terms of, at least that's my default, and I mean, one of those things would be alternative lifestyles, right? So literally sexuality, that sort of thing. And when you have a society that's deeply religious, then there tends to be, for want of a better term, that quote-unquote moral justification. I'm not in agreement with it, but that moral justification to persecute.
Yes.
Because as far as we know, it is wrong, and therefore we don't welcome that wrong on a public level. So there is that degree of ostracism.
Yes.
There is that degree of shame. There is that entitlement to call out behavior that, seemingly affects our own morality. And we don't realize that, well, if we are entitled to personal morality, then the next person is as well.
Exactly. So you have to be tolerant even though. Because let us look at the US per se. They had a lot of intolerance going on when they were beating up the Chinese because they thought the virus came from China, and they were so inhospitable to the Chinese. The continued fight against the blacks. Like George Floyd, he could have exercised some form of tolerance and got off of his neck. He would have been alive today. He would not have been put away for life himself. He might have gotten some time, but not as much as he did because he took a life. But the tolerance is just... The Jews, that's the next set of people that are being persecuted right now. They've been persecuted for a very long time. So people are not tolerant.
I'm just wondering, what is the connotation of that word? Is it viewed positively or negatively? What is the default when you hear tolerant or even to tolerate? Do we go to, oh, that's something good that we need to tolerate, or do we automatically think, well, it's something that goes to our core, it disturbs us, but then we need to learn to tolerate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We
need to, that's what I'm saying. We may not believe in everything that the other believe in, but we just have to tolerate. Who are we to judge?
But that's what I'm saying. Well, not exactly what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the meaning behind the word, its default, implies a negative connotation, just because it's how we view it. And I don't think that ought to be the case at all, because I think if we ought to be, advocating for tolerance, then we ought to change that negative connotation to a default that is something positive.
Yes.
Because it breeds inclusion and it fosters understanding of different ways of life. And a lot of us are really not comfortable trying to understand where people come from, because we think that if we do, or if we understand why they have made the decisions, or even if we just accept it, then it threatens our own beliefs, which we can't even justify having, which is why we're intolerant in the first place. Literally, I'm telling you, that's exactly how I see it. It's like, it makes me uncomfortable, and I'm not prepared to broach that topic or even embrace, your thoughts or your perspectives. So I'm going to fend you off so that I can continue to be comfortable in brutish behavior or in my ignorance as to how my behavior adversely affects you, Because ultimately, and again, it goes back to what I said before, when we talk about that idea of permission, there is this implied sense of authority that I am allowed to permit tolerance. It's like, but who am I that my perspective trumps yours? And that's the question. And if we all ask it, I suspect that we would have no choice but to become more tolerant.
Yeah. And you are so correct. Real.
But there's another bullet point here, which is, again, it's, I suppose I said it before, it's a touchy subject. I don't know why it has to be. And I say that again because right now I guess I'm going to the core of that negative connotation. But hey,
Yeah, touchy subjects for some, because they might say, why should I accept that? I don't have to accept that. In my eyes, this is what, let's say.
Because, as you just said, or the book that we refer to as our main source of spiritual guidance, the Bible. For other people in other cultures, it will be the Quran or other things. But for us, typically it's the Bible. We say that, and then we feel justified to disparage someone else outwardly. And you're thinking, okay, some people even go as far as, well, not only will I disparage you, not only will I call you out in public, shame you, but I will separate you from other people. I will prevent you from moving freely in public spaces because
I don't want you spreading your stuff on people.
Religious. And it's like, where do you draw that line? Do you know what I mean? It's like, how do we justify those things in the name of
what we believe in?
And again, it's an uncomfortable discussion to have. I mean, people have these discussions not very openly, to be honest with you, because nobody wants to be different. The minute you present another point of view, just because you understand it, doesn't necessarily mean that you, I don't even want to say accept it now, because there is that disconnect, because if you understand it to some degree, you're accepting it, because then you will be tolerant of it. But it doesn't mean that you subscribe to it.
No.
And that's where people don't draw the line. I can understand where you're coming from. I don't necessarily have to agree, but I respect you enough to understand it's your personal choice.
I just think we shouldn't be judged of people. Just let the people be judged when it's their time to be judged. Like, just let it go already.
But you see, in that comes an understanding that we're not the only ones whose ideas should be, let's say, elevated to such status. And we're not comfortable with that either, because we think if I think it, it has to be so. And therefore, I need to indoctrinate you to my belief, and that's where the conflict lies. In any event,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, to help you, all of us really build, and again, the connotation of tolerance level, never mind. Anyway, here are 4 ways that you can take a step to build tolerance.
What they say with developing curiosity. By cultivating an open mind, learning about others' culture and people, and broadening our horizons, we increase our ability to understand and accept others. But even though sometimes you accept them and they'll be like, oh, so now you is one of them.
Who cares? I told you I don't care.
We're not
keep
one
saying
of
that.
them. We're going to let the judge do the judging. We're not judges. So
who are you? Let's be realistic, because I'm looking straight into the camera. Who are you to judge anybody anyway? Let's be realistic.
We all have our own skeletons we've probably tied down in our closets and not come out. So, yeah.
So develop curiosity. If you're genuinely curious, you're not going to be going into situations with any biases. You genuinely just want to know what's going on in these cultures. You know, it gives you an open mind. Okay, I don't worship your God, but you do, and there's a reason that you worship your God. Gee, are there similarities?
Exactly. And to maybe in sharing, who knows, maybe there can be some conversion to what most persons believe to be the true God.
Well, you're assuming most persons believe that to be the true God, and there it is again.
But
you
I'm
see
just
what I'm
saying.
saying? Because there could be conversion the other way as well.
Okay. You see, and that too, because what if one of the parties in the conversation has a stronger belief than the other? So they're going to hold on to their belief.
Nothing is wrong with that. But you can find common ground, and that's just the thing. You're genuinely curious. You appreciate the differences. Hopefully I'm not giving anything away, because I really haven't seen this. But you appreciate the differences. But if we focus on the similarities, we'd be okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the first one. Develop curiosity. Empathize is the second. You may not be fully able to understand another's, again, I'm putting my own spin on this. Anyway, you may not be able to understand another person's experiences, but you can shift your perspective from yourself to them by empathizing. I wish we would all do that, but it's simple and yet so difficult because we're comfortable in our own skin, and it's difficult to get into the shoes of others. We don't want to do that because we don't want to feel what people feel. We'd rather, I suspect, we'd rather validate our own feelings, and so it breeds judgment.
Yeah, indeed, it does breed judgment, because instead of me empathizing and trying to place myself in your shoes and try to understand what you are telling me or what you may be going through, I'm like, but if you do it this way, then that ain't gonna happen.
You do realize in order to empathize, you need an open mind.
Yeah. And that's what we spoke about before.
Can do that, precisely. And not everybody can do that. Not everybody is comfortable doing that. Not everybody wants to do that. And I have encountered some people in my life who have been so headstrong, literally, and because they believe it, it is so. You ask them one fundamental question. Why? Because it is the way it is.
It is, yep.
And that is it. That is their rationale.
End of story.
It doesn't matter that there is another point of view that is well reasoned, that one could even say, okay, you can hold on to your belief all you want, but can you at least appreciate that there's another point of view? No. And let's talk about it. Let's bring it locally here. Whether it's political, because we do that here a lot. I'm Katishan, I can talk. We do that here a lot. Or whether it is religious or whether it's cultural. I mean, you know, we have this way of disparaging sometimes some of the Asians in our community. I witnessed it and I couldn't believe what I saw. And it's like, what am I looking at? And they basically told this guy, and granted he was parked in a spot he shouldn't have been parked in, basically told this guy to go back to where he came from. And those sorts of things. I'm like, who are you people? I couldn't believe I was in St. Kitts and Nevis in 2022. But we travel. We go all over to other people's countries. We settle. We work. We go for vacation. We enter stores. We enter their business places, their homes. We ride on buses with them. But we're going to say to someone of another race, this is really very enlightening to me.
So, exercise empathy. Practice respect. When you disagree with another person's opinion, focus on respecting their right to think for themselves and to believe what they choose. And we literally touch on these in our own little right. Just respect them. You don't have to believe, but just give a listening ear and respect them. One day, who knows, the conversation might get deeper and then you can get into more things. And
some people don't even know why they disagree, though, Cortesia. It is what it is. That's how I grew up. That's what I know.
Yeah, but that's what we said. That's why they disagree. That's it. This is the right way. There's no other way.
Well, wow, look at that. Set aside all differences. We are all different and think differently. So this does not have to mean conflict. Rather than trying to modify someone else's opinions, agree to disagree.
Yes, and you said that already.
And that's all you need, agree to disagree, right?
Agree to disagree.
Whether it is political.
Religious.
Or otherwise. Agree to disagree.
Respect each other.
All right, so that's International Day for Tolerance. We will be back in a moment.
You ever hear Earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, Earthquake, I come in Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the door, we are in the exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that, because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, nobody run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
Where are you going? I just mopped the floor and now the chair leaving marks all over the place. Come on, go in bed, see? Sometimes I just can't take you on.
Violence is expressed in many ways. Most, unfortunately, go unreported or unaddressed for many reasons. If you or someone disabled is being abused, contact the police at 465-2241, social services at 467-1314, or the St. Kitts Nevis Association of Disabled Persons at 465-2151, 663-9077, or 663-4116. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO.
Yeah.
An exotic experience.
Oh, come in.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Question. Or questions. How do you relax? How do you release stress? And how do you relate to others? One of the most popular ways to release, relax, and relate is by watching TV shows. However, this can sometimes induce stress because many of us cannot figure out what to watch. Well, in this segment, we will help you do just that. And we're not going to tell you to watch us, by the way. You're already doing that, hopefully. We will share a list of newly released television shows and movies spanning various genres. Hopefully, at least one on the list sparks your interest. Here we go. Am I looking at Shrek 5.0?
No.
I know what I'm looking at, I'm just asking the question because it looks a lot like it.
Oh, I like this.
Her name would happen to be Fiona, by the way.
He's got a girlfriend that looks just like him.
Nobody's taking me up on this Shrek you see what's going on here? They're both green. He's gigantic. She's muscular. She almost looks like Princess Fiona. Now we know it's She-Hulk, okay?
Yeah.
Why would we?
Cute. I didn't even know they had a She-Hulk, so now I gotta go look
But that's
for
just
that.
the point. It's like, what is the concept of She-Hulk? I remember watching the original Hulk. All right. She-Hulk attorney at law. Oh my goodness. It follows Jennifer Walters, a lawyer specializing in cases involving superhumans who also becomes the green superhero She-Hulk.
I wonder if she decided to let David Bannon, practice on her and see how it works in a woman. Because we had the Bionic Woman, we never had She-Hulk, but now we had She-Hulk because he needs a match. They're so sweet. I love it.
Really? Is that what you think?
So cute. Now I have to go find. I never knew about that. Now I feel like I'm. You see, folks, I don't really watch televisions. I watch Marvel movies, not movie, movies. But I don't watch television. I stopped watching television a long, long time ago.
Does the look on my face say it all? She-Hulk. All right. Yeah, there you go.
So as we move on from She-Hulk, we get the hair tails. Oh, The hair tails, so I guess a different design. Jamie, did you ever know that back in the day when they did braids and stuff, the black women, they were like communicating escape routes or letting them know like we're gonna run away tonight, so this is the route we're gonna take. I never knew. I learned that the other day and I was like, what? No way. So certain styles that we have in our head, we don't even know that we're telling people, okay, we're gonna run up the river, we're gonna go over that mountain. Yeah, that's how serious the braids were. And we do some of the exact hairstyles today with the braids. And we don't know what we're telling. We don't know what the braids are communicating.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah. Like, I'm not too sure what that part means, but that part looks like, say, we can swim a few rivers, you know? Yeah. The hair tails, a dynamic celebration of black women's identity, beauty, culture, and humanity, uniquely expressed through the stories of their hair. That's sweet. Because we have all different types of hair, and sometimes we don't like our hair. We think our hair would be better straight, or our hair would be better curly. But we should just love the skin we're in, including the hair. Yeah.
Well, it is a dynamic celebration, so.
Yeah, that's nice. You see the colors and the style. Ooh.
House of Dragons.
I don't know about this. Do you know about the show?
I do not, but it looks very interesting, I have to say. Probably something I would watch. The reign of House Targaryen. Okay, let's try it this way. Targaryen. Wow, thank you, Targaryen. Wow. Let's try that again. Take two. The reign of House Targaryen begins with this prequel to the popular HBO series Game of Thrones. It is set nearly 200 years before the events of Game of Thrones, telling the story of the Targaryen Civil War, with King Viserys I, Targaryen's children, battling for control of the Iron Throne.
Wow. See, I never watched Lord of the Rings. I never watched Game of Thrones. I don't think House of Dragon is going to get me. But you guys can watch that. Yeah, you can watch that. Because we are telling you which shows to watch. So maybe I'll take a peek at it. You know, I'll be fair. I'll take a peek at it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You will, huh?
Yeah. I don't want to be... Like now I literally cannot tell them... See, my voice is going... Now I can't literally say, oh, this is what happens. Or, yeah, I know how that goes. I know absolutely nothing about that show. So I'm going to take a peek, and I'll get back to you. Yeah.
Well, losing your voice pretty much guarantees that you can't say that either, Katetsu.
This is so cute. Yet bad, guys. Look at the snake. I'm afraid of snakes, but I don't think that... Ooh, la la. He got me. He made me get goosebumps. I am literally afraid of snakes. But this just looked funny. How is the shark managing to survive on land? Has he created a breather for himself?
Listen, I'm just checking out this kid's suspenders here. It's like, hello. It's like, what do you have to pull up, dude? Your whole shirt would cover your entire body. In any event,
he gotta keep his pants up.
Like I said, his shirt would cover his entire body.
Oh, Mr. Piranha. Oh, that was Mr. Piranha. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's slippery, so you got to keep his pants up, you know? Yeah. So the bad guys, after a lifetime of legendary heists, notorious criminals, Mr. Wolf, Mr. Snake, Mr. Piranha, Mr. Shark, and Miss Tarantula, I didn't even see her, are finally caught. To avoid a prison sentence, the animal outlaws must pull off their most challenging con yet, becoming model citizens. Maybe that's why he has on suspenders so his pants don't drop.
I was going to say, that's so difficult to do, by the way.
Oh my God. Oh, I see Miss Tarantula now. Look at her in the back, looking like Black Widow. But is the snake in his eyes?
I just want to know when the wolf became lazy enough to actually drive a car.
They all just look so sneaky. Look at him. Like, you think we're going to become model? And why doesn't he have on his seatbelt? That's the first thing to not being a model citizen.
You're bad, Hortensia.
Yeah, but still, he's trying to become a model citizen. Put on your seatbelt.
He's trying to become a model citizen? Is he, or is he trying to deceive you into thinking that he's becoming a model citizen?
As I said, the first thing he did, he put on pants.
Bad guys.
Oh, bad guys. That looks fun. Yeah.
All right, so we've got other TV shows coming up.
Mm-hmm.
The Crown.
Oh, I've heard of this, but I've never watched it.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's actually quite popular.
Yeah. My cousin always sent me snippets from it.
So this series chronicles the life of Queen Elizabeth II from the 1940s to modern times. The series begins with an inside look at the early reign of the Queen, and as the decades pass, personal intrigues, romances, and political rivalries are revealed that played a big role in events that shaped the later years of the 20th century.
Yeah.
I imagine eventually, with her passing, they'll evolve to include King Charles and his reign.
Yeah.
It's a new chapter of it.
Yeah, it goes on. But I am taken aback at how that actress gets Princess Diana emotions so well. Her sadness, her happiness, the way she spoke with a little shyness and, about her head. Look at that. That's the actual Princess Diana on a day that you can tell that everything is not bright and beautiful. And I like the fact that she never hid anything. I couldn't believe, though, that she threw herself down the stairs after she said she was going to do it. But then whatever a woman says she's going to do, she does.
See, you know more about this stuff than I do.
Yeah, well, she was pregnant with Harry because I guess her husband wasn't taking her on. She said, throw myself down the stairs. She was going through a bit of depression, and she threw herself down the stairs eventually because they were trying to watch her to ensure she didn't do it, but I guess she did it on the most opportune day that she saw fit. She did throw herself. I guess that's why Harry's like bad boy of the family. Like, yeah, my mama threw herself down the stairs with me. I'm tough.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't know about
But
that.
yeah, she was going through a bit of depression. Yeah. So I empathize with her. When I look at most of her flashbacks and saw her face, I'd be like, boy, that poor woman must have been going through a lot.
And she died at 36 years old, so
young.
very young. Yeah.
She didn't even get to middle age. Shucks me. 50. Yeah. I'm sticking to it.
I realize that.
Bel Air? Are they trying to remake The Fresh Prince?
They did. I saw the...
Is it as fab as the Fresh Prince?
I think we covered it before. Come to think of it, I'm having a bit of deja vu here. I feel like we went through it. Or no, I know what happened. Naeem showed me
Oh, because I know I never saw
on
this
video.
before.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Bel Air, a reimagination of the beloved sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, set in modern-day America through a new dramatic take on the world's complicated journey from the streets of West Philadelphia to the gated mansions of Bel-Air.
Yep. And Richie showed me when he was here, was part of our crew. I said Naeem, so for those of you who don't know, he was a crew member here. And he had his phone up and he showed me that quite a few months ago. Really interesting, to be honest.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah. Isn't Will Smith one of the executive producers or something like that for this? Yes, he is. Yeah. We went through all of this, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So he's revamping it. Nice.
Yes.
So I got to check that out. But he looks like a mix of Will and Jazzy Jeff put together. If you look at him, the new actor, he does look like a combination of the two of them.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's going to be a good one to watch. Just from the trailer alone, I was hooked. Turning Red. Wow. I get to read that on a day when I am, talk about stating the obvious. In any event,
yes.
This is another animated
This one is sweet.
movie.
I didn't know it was a series though.
Movie. Well, I think it's a movie.
Yeah, it was a movie.
All right. So Turning Red. A 13-year-old girl is torn between staying her mother's beautiful daughter, or meeting her mother's beautiful daughter, and the changes of adolescence. And as if the challenges were not enough, whenever she gets overly excited, she transforms into a giant red panda. Wow.
But I thought they had gotten her back to human state because they had to perform this ritual, etc., etc., etc. Well, maybe the ritual didn't work because the panda is always going to be inside of her. Because apparently it's something that goes from generation to generation to generation.
So she has a panda inside of her.
Yeah. Grandma had it. Mom had it. No, she has it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Turning Red.
Turn it. My niece and nephew made me watch that.
I imagine so.
Just like the CBs. And every time they come by, Auntie, can we watch the CBs? First it was, Auntie, can we watch Paw Patrol? I swear they watch Paw Patrol over and over and over.
Oh my God.
Once they like something, they like something. Can we watch the CBs again? Yeah. I know most of the Baby Sharks most of the sing-alongs, like my neighbor said, the other day I heard you singing the song. I said, yes, I had a niece and nephew, so I know all the songs. Because it was playing, our kids were listening to the song, and I just ended up, singing the song. I didn't realize I was singing so loud, Yeah.
Yeah, the neighbor heard you, Cortez. The neighbor heard you.
She heard me singing the kids' song. Nope, I don't know this one. How timely? Nope. I don't know it. But I can see Kiki Palmer, though. And that guy in the back looked like the guy from Black Panther. One of the tribe.
He is.
Okay. And is that Pete Davidson on the other side, or am I wrong? Nope. Don't know this one.
You got a nope on that one, Cortez.
Yeah.
Nope.
Look. Nope. Two siblings running a horse ranch in California discovered something wonderful and sinister in the skies above, while the owner of an adjacent theme park tries to profit from the mysterious outer-worldly phenomenon. I thought this looked like a Men in Black setting. Once you're in the desert, I think you're supposed to run, because there's always something out there.
Something in the desert.
Yeah. Once you're in the desert, run.
You believe in dehydration?
I did a sandworm, aliens. Look at how they do the movie plots. Something's always in the desert.
Were you in the desert here?
Even when they did Aquaman, when they went into the desert, didn't they fall in the bottom of the sand? Something's in the desert. Believe me, Jamie.
Yeah. Well, something's in the commercial break. We'll be back in a moment. Stay tuned.
I going out tonight. I got a hot date. He older than me, but I don't care. I like what he telling me. He say I look sweet and ting. What? You want me go home with him? Nice. Boy, I wonder if I'm ready for this. I notice he ain't got a condom, but I gonna go ahead, see? He might think me ain't like him or trust him. Plus, this my first time. Nothing gonna happen to me. Lord, how could I let this happen? I ain't ready for no child. Who gonna support me and my child? My man gone jail and mommy and daddy said they ain't gonna help. I all on my own. How could I be so careless? I wish I could go back to that now. But my education on hold. How could I let this happen?
Don't let this happen to you. Contact the Department of Gender Affairs to find out about confidential offices and personnel available to answer questions about your sexuality or pre- or postnatal concerns.
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Dreamy Decor specializes in flowers for all events, from birthdays to weddings and any other special occasion. What's a better way to express to the people you love than by providing the finest selection of beautiful flowers and gifts? So when you think of flowers, think of us, Dreamy Decor.
Hi, if you are a smoker, please pay attention to this message. According to the World Health Organization, there are 1.3 billion smokers in the world today, and tobacco kills 1 out of every 2 smokers. Did you know that there is enough nicotine in 5 cigarettes to kill an average adult if ingested whole? There are more than 7,000 chemicals in tobacco smoke, of which more than 250 are known to be harmful. More than 69 are known to cause cancer, and 16 are classified as Group 1 carcinogens. Smoking kills. Are you ignoring that warning every time you smoke? Please stop. Smoking can lead to severe health complications and even death. It affects almost every organ in the body, especially the lungs and heart. It raises blood pressure, increases blood clots, and increases the risk of stroke, heart attack, and cancer. It is hard to quit smoking, but it is not impossible. Don't let tobacco destroy you. Remember the 4 Ds to curb your tobacco cravings. 1. Delay. Set a time limit before you decide to smoke. 2. Drink water. Go get a drink before you do anything else. 3. Do something else. Have a goodie bag handy of other things to do. And 4. Deep breathing. Take at least 10 deep breaths every time you think about smoking. Quit smoking and live a longer and happier life. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health, St. Kitts and Nevis.
All right, it's Wordle time. It is Wordle time. And if you don't know, Wordle is a popular online game where people are tasked with guessing a secret word of the day, and we're going to have a few of those. So, Cortez and I are ready to play. The rules are, we're going to have 6 tries to guess the day's secret word. Each guess must be a valid 5-letter word. After each guess, the color of the tiles will change to show how close our guesses are to what the actual word is. So if the letter turns green, then it's in the correct spot. If it turns yellow, then it's in the word but not in the correct spot. And of course, we know that if it turns gray, it's not in the word at all. All right.
We're professionals now.
We are, well, you know, yeah.
What did I do?
I don't know what you did. I don't think you know what you did.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So let's play GMSK Nation. Let's play. Let us know in the comments if you got the word before us. I want to say myself and my dapper coworker. He's looking dapper in his red, and mine is red. It's gorgeous in person, y'all. Y'all should see it. I know y'all are seeing it, but y'all are not seeing the fullness of the red.
Lies, my co-host told you. You all right? Yeah. Don't see me in person. The TV's good enough.
He's hiding behind the screen. We're going to get him out there. We're going to get him out there. Okay, so what do you want us to guess?
You know, I even forgot that we were supposed to guess. All right, so give me a T. And, what am I saying? I think I'm playing. You know what I think I'm playing? Wheel of Fortune. I see.
Wheel of Fortune or chain reaction.
All right, let's try wheel. Since I said Wheel of Fortune. It's a 5-letter word. Trying wheel. All right, so we got an E in the correct spot.
Okay. Can we try jetty?
What?
Jetty. Remember the last time the word that threw us 6? Let's just say you wanted a T.
Yeah, but the E is not going to be in that spot, but I guess you're looking for other letters, so.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
All right. So, Okay. Let's try, well, I know what's not in it. That's true. We know what's not in it.
No H words, no L words, no Y words, no J words.
Ooh. Wow, this is bad. Can we try, I can't even try that. Wow. Can we try waves? I know the W is not in it, but if I get another letter, I'll take it.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay. Can be halves now. No H. Okay. Can be paves. Because there's no V, there's no S, and pate, there's no T.
Yeah, there's no S. You're right.
P-A. No, oh gosh. This is hard. P-A. No, not partay. This is rough.
You want to guess or should I?
You can go ahead, I'm trying.
Right, can we try faxed?
What is that?
F-A-X-E-D. X-E-D. No, not any better. I feel like
I'm trying to see what letters are left.
I kind of think I know what it is, but I don't want.
Man.
Can we try maker?
Shucks.
All right.
Okay, let's see. Bake. No.
Why not?
I got excited. Is there a B? Oh, baker. Let's try baker. Yeah.
All right.
We got it.
So that
We got one.
is good. We got it. All right. Okay, you want to take this one?
Light. Ooh. We got two letters, but they're in the wrong spot.
Wow.
L.
Or how about aisle? A-I-S-L-E? Is that it? Yeah. A-I. Yeah.
What? We got 4 letters. Oh my gosh. No, it can't be Liz. It can't be Liz. It can't be easel, right? Because there's no E, right?
No E.
Oh man. P-O.
At least we have 4 letters, so that's a plus.
That's a big plus. But the 4 letters make what? I'm trying here. I'm looking. P, A, F, B. It couldn't be nasal, right? No.
Just guess something based on what you see there.
No, it can't be nasal because there's an E. Yeah. Oh my god. Daisy? No. Shucks. No.
I have no clue what this is, you know.
Diesel?
No, you're going to be 1 letter short.
Oh, okay. Shucks. T-Y. P-I-S-P-I-A. No, it's not a word.
A-I-S-L-E. Aisle. You've got 4 letters now. That's good.
Yeah, but what about the other letters? D. It's not Daisy. O. It's not. There's no O there. No word.
Just mix the letters up and see what you can get, because you know what's not in what position. So the fact that the L is not in the first, well, we know it's not in the first position. It's not in the 4th position either. Could it be in the 2nd?
But, and the word starts with an A.
Yeah, it does start with an A.
A-L. Could it be the Alps? No, it doesn't. Alps don't have an I in it.
All right, let's do this. I'm just going to pretend that I know, but this might not even be a word.
A.
A-L-L. Can we do ALLIS? I do not think that's a word. Okay.
Ooh.
It's better. Well, it is a word.
We put it in order.
And we've got...
Alias.
All righty. All right. There we go.
We be smart.
Ah, jury's out.
We got one more. Okay. What is our word that we were supposed to have? Flawless? No. Flaws. Flaws. Flaws.
Not floss, flaws.
We got one.
Not there. And it's not in the right place either.
Ooh. We got one letter.
Whoa. All right, let's try spunk. S-P-U-N-K.
What?
They're not in the right place, but you now have 2 additional letters, right?
We have 3 letters now. S. Oinks?
All right.
Can't be oinks.
No.
Rud. Oh my gosh.
Rhymes with spunk. I don't know.
But it's not spunk because
Yeah.
the S can't be there. So you think it's dunk? No, it can't be dunk because then they don't have an N. F-U-N. No K.
No, there's a K, but there's no F.
What am I saying? I was thinking something else. Go.
No idea.
Oh my God.
All right, let's
Risky?
try.
No,
Huh?
no, can't be that. I was saying risky, but I forget there's a U. What are you gonna try?
Okay, let's try stick. I'm just trying for another letter here. S-T-I-C-K. Nah, went backward.
Shucks. H-U-S.
Well, we know it's not in it. Wow.
Can we get a clue? No clue, you. A E, a T, a Y, Q. Quirky? No, there's no S in quirky. B-U-N-K-S. There's no bunks in there.
Ducks. Oh, no, it can't be there.
No.
Dunks, though. No. Tank. No.
Because there's no N.
There's no N.
That's the sad part about that.
Ooh, yeah, you read my mind. It's musky. Awesome. I love this. It's just brilliant.
I would have never gotten
I love what's going on here. You know, there's a sense of telepathy in the studio right now.
musky. It's not musky up in here. With this awesome red.
Please, I guess you guys are reading our minds right now. You know what's coming up next, right?
A commercial break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this.
Children, how can you tell a tsunami coming?
Teacher me.
Sammy?
My mother said, when uncle jump in the pool and the water spoosh out, that's how you tell a tsunami coming.
Settle down, children, settle down. Do you remember our tsunami song?
Yes! When you feel it shaking and it's moving around, you see the ocean gone left with fish on the sand. You should run to hide on, a tsunami soon come.
Mommy, uncle not here and the other shake.
Hush your mouth.
Daddy, uncle not here and the sea gone.
Who cares? You don't see all them free fish? Quick, give me the bag.
This is how you tell a tsunami a come. Teacher says so. I would have failed in school, you know.
Sammy, come, let me go. They would have failed anyhow. Let me run, see, Sammy.
Mommy, uncle not here and the sea gone.
This is how you tell a tsunami a come. Teacher says so. I would have failed in school, you know. Sammy, come, let me go. They would have failed anyhow. Let me run, see, Sammy.
Let's face it, most parents or guardians don't want to think about their teens having sex, let alone contemplate the possibility that they might get pregnant or get someone pregnant. Teenage pregnancy is a situation that involves female adolescents. A teenage female can be pregnant as early as age 12 or 13, although it is usually 14 and older. The fact that teenagers become pregnant is related to many factors. Here are some tips to decrease teen pregnancy. Teach teenagers comprehensive sex education. Target messages at teen boys, not just girls. Get the whole community involved. Encourage mentoring, parental involvement, and support. This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First, you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
You see that new boy that just joined the school last week? He brought me a chocolate this morning because I showed him the way home from school yesterday.
You like him?
No, he's just my friend. Plus, he is my neighbor. He asked me if we can walk home together for lunch tomorrow, and I told him yes.
I don't like these big boys. They tend to like to touch girls without your consent.
What do you mean by consent?
It's when one person agrees to give permission to another person to do something.
He is cute though.
Guys, you won't believe what happened the other day with the new boy from school.
What happened?
The other day, while walking home with the new guy, he followed me into my house. I thought it was okay because he seemed friendly and respectful. So I turned on the TV and offered him a soda. We sat in the chair together. Then he leaned over and kissed me. I was so shocked I sat up straight and asked him why he did that. He said he thought I liked him. I told him not in that way.
What? Girl, you should have never allowed him inside your parents' home.
My parents will be very angry if they meet any boys in our home plus kissing me.
Guys, we don't need to be burdened down with teen pregnancy and relationship problems at this time. Boys need to understand that girls are not sex objects.
Remember, you have the right to consent to every activity being performed, from holding hands to anything more, and to change your mind at any time. If your partner does not respect your wishes, this also is a form of abuse. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492, Special Victims Unit 662-7077, Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
Consuming foods like bananas, potatoes, and dried peas and beans, such as lentils and kidney beans, contains potassium, which helps to reduce salt in the body.
Yo, what up? It's your boy N Richie right here at Studio 327. I'm here to give you the promo that you guys need because this is something special for St. Kitts. I'm telling you, tune in to Good Morning SKN, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and on Moen Channel 4. Also, I realize nobody else is doing this. Follow the Good Morning SKN Instagram at Good Morning SKN and the Studio 327 Inc. Instagram. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook. This is pretty long, but follow us and yeah.
Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao, bango!
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. St. Kitts is known as a sugar city for its sugarcane products, rum included. Jack Widdowson, co-founder of All Road Rum, is helping bring back that love of rum production, and a little history of the oldest rum distillery in the Caribbean. Jack, good morning. It's our pleasure to welcome you to Good Morning SKN.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys today.
Oh, thank you for being here. So we want to know a little bit of the history of Wingfield Estate.
Okay, so Wingfield, we have to talk about the history of the British coming into the Caribbean because St. Kitts is the first English settlement in the Caribbean. They landed in 1624, and then they came and settled Wingfield Estate the following year. So it is actually the oldest British estate in the Caribbean, and everything for the British sort of extended out of St. Kitts to the rest of the Caribbean. So very historical place.
Nice.
What is the story of Old Road Rum?
So my family came to St. Kitts in the 70s and started Carabel Batik. Some might be familiar with that. And Wingfield Estate was kind of a ruined place at that time. So nothing had been happening there for maybe 50 years or so. Some small things, but nothing serious. And the site was completely abandoned, ruined. And my dad kind of saw that, and I guess he became interested in that. Not really sure what it was there, but just started pulling away the weeds and everything from the site and kind of exposing it. And then wondering what these things were on the site. You see this industry, but not really sure of what it is. So that kind of led him to go into the history books and kind of uncover bit by bit what the history of this place was. And that kind of got people from all over the world interested in sugar production in St. Kitts during this time and understanding more about the site. So volunteers from all over the world would come in and do archaeological digs and different things. And about 12 years ago, we actually we unearthed the distillery. So we knew that rum production was taking place on the site, but we didn't know where it was or anything like that. And just really by chance, we stumbled upon it one day. And that kind of, I was, a young guy, high school, kind of seeing this building kind of come out of the ground like this, and understanding about rum, and I didn't know that rum was being made in St. Kitts really in that time. So that kind of sparked this idea in my mind that maybe rum could be returned to this place. So, and here we are today, A few years later, we've now figured out how to go about that.
So were there any rum left below for you to taste?
I found bottles of different liquids on the site. I haven't had the courage yet to open it up and see what's actually what it tastes like, but
nice.
I'll keep you guys posted if I find any barrels. Yeah.
So how did you know this is something that you wanted to venture into? And I want to know, and I'm sure the GMSKN Nation want to know as well. Did you think that you would follow along the path of entrepreneurship?
Well, my father being a big entrepreneur and a massive influence on my life, understanding how he's followed his heart, his ideas, and developed a business out of it. That, I think, definitely gave me the confidence to go and pursue something that's difficult. Okay. There have been a lot of hurdles onto the road to bring the product to the market. You know, you see the things that have happened in the last 2 years, but didn't see the many years leading up to this moment. So entrepreneurship is a process that is not for everybody, but you know, if you have that courage, if you have that feeling in your heart that you want to go and pursue something, you should go out and do it.
Yes, indeed.
All right, so we're talking about it. What can you tell us about the idea or concept behind the bottle and the logo? I realized you have it there.
Right. So
can you lift it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the bottle and the logo, everything that we've taken for this product is coming from different cues that we've seen on the site over the years. So we would unearth bottles on the site, complete intact bottles, and we always saw that they're all very simple style. And so for me, I wanted to find something that was simple, not too ornate. In life, sometimes we overcomplicate things, and just looking at these things, I said, okay, something nice and simple would be there. And then to follow along that, you know, we'd see documents on the site that have these sort of fonts. And so we said, okay, it would be nice to bring the old in with the new. And also, the rum industry, I feel, kind of, some of it is a bit stuck in the past. So we are in the past, but we're also in the future, and we're trying to push it into the modern way. So there's no pirates on the bottle, there's nothing like that. And it's just a focus on what it is and what's inside the bottle, especially.
Nice.
Yeah, so
definitely authentic.
Yes, indeed.
What we're trying to be.
12 years. What does it mean for rum to be aged 12 years? And without giving away too much of your secret, why do you put them in the what is it called? The ex-bourbon gaskets?
Ex-bourbon cask, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so we are producing a 12-year aged rum. And what that means in the Caribbean is that the youngest rum in the bottle is 12 years. So it is a blend. And so we're blending pot still rum and Collins still rum together. And that process, why do we do it? It's because we feel the best rum comes with age. You sit something down for a little while and it becomes better over time. And rum definitely fits in that. Our process, we're blending and bottling. So people have just started to see us in the last 2 years. No, we did not age this rum ourselves for 12 years here in St. Kitts. This is a process of returning rum production to the site. So this is what we want to bring this back to St. Kitts. We want to bring every part of this process back here, but it starts in steps.
Okay.
So we want to blend first and understand how to do that process. It is a process that takes a skill and knowledge, and so we're working with partners that have helped us develop these skills here. The next step will be aging the rum locally, and then to finally distill rum here. And we're hoping that with everybody's support that we will get there in a reasonable time. But you know, for us, we wanted to focus on quality, and a 12-year is where we feel the quality is.
Okay.
And yes, the rum is aged in ex-bourbon barrels. So some people might not also realize Caribbean aged rum, tropically aged rum, is the aging process happens twice as fast in the Caribbean. So when you're comparing it to a whiskey, for example, like a 12-year whiskey, that's more, a Caribbean 12 years more closely aligned with like a 20-plus year whiskey.
Oh, wow.
All right, so we're familiar with wine tasting. Rum tasting.
Yes.
Same thing?
Well, you could say, you know, that you're exploring the different taste profiles that are in the liquid. So yes, there's a similarity there, for sure.
I sense a butt coming.
Well, wine and rum are very different things, right? So, you know, we're tasting a high alcohol liquid here. So, you know, my rum sits at 46%. Most wines are around
Would you be able to walk on the studio?
5-7%. So, yeah, you know, it's going to be a bit of a different experience. You're going to get that heat in the front, and then your palates are gonna adjust, and then you're gonna taste it again and be able to taste and pick out more different things in the product there. And I think we're gonna do a tasting in a little bit, right? Yes. Okay.
Or smell.
Jack, can you tell us what is a romelier?
A romelier. So this is actually something that we've developed with the Tourism Authority. It's the first of its kind in the Caribbean, where a romelier is somebody that we want to certify as an expert.
Like the sommelier, the wine expert.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So taking some cues from the wine industry and trying to bring them over into the rum industry now.
Okay, nice.
All right, we'll be back to continue this conversation in a moment. Stay tuned.
各位朋友，大家好. Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good Morning SKN. Ciao, bango!
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Yeah.
An exotic experience.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. We're talking with Jack Woodson all about Old Road Rum. All right, so Jack, how has Old Road Rum been able to grow since it began?
Okay, so, so I was actually living in Canada up until 2019. And I was working with St. Kitts Tourism there. I was promoting the destination, letting everybody know how amazing St. Kitts is as a place to come and visit. And that was a really successful time. St. Kitts in 2019 was absolutely booming. 1 million plus cruise ship passengers, 100,000 stay-over visitors. I felt it was time to come back. I had been working on this behind the scenes for a while by then, and I said, okay, I want to come back. Of course, we know 2020 what happened, right? Yeah. And that kind of was a process where I had to rethink what I wanted to do quite a bit there, and the end result for me was just making it about the people here and focusing on people here in St. Kitts with the product. So fast forward again, It's about June of last year, and we had gone back into another lockdown scenario. And I had just bottled my first batch, and we went straight into lockdown. So that process was actually really humbling with the amount of support that my friends and the community had towards what I was doing. Because at that stage, after between the lockdowns, you'd have a grocery day. I'd be at Value Mart in the back of the truck selling bottles to people who had pre-ordered them, that sort of thing. So it's been kind of a very slow progress up to now, where I think people are really starting to recognize what it is that we're doing. People have come and enjoyed tours down with us now, down in Wingfield. It's available in most of the bars and restaurants. So yeah, the support has really been a humbling thing for me to see, and also to see something that you have in the mind for so long that then you share with everybody, and it kind of takes on its own identity from there. Like, in a lot of ways, like having a kid. Yeah. I can't really relate, but so far this is where I'm at.
Okay.
So yeah.
Good stuff. I see your guest reviews of the chat. You have an 8 out of 10. How do you feel about that?
An 8 out of 10? See what we can do to get the other 2.
I know you weren't going to stick with the 8,
Yeah, we're striving for the best, the best of the best. So.
Lovely. And since we're speaking about those reviews, can you tell us about your Founders Program?
Okay, so we knew that we were going to start something special by returning rum production to St. Kitts, to Old Road and Wingfield. And, there's a over 340-year history of rum production on that site. So if we're coming back to make rum there again, we had to come good, right? We had to come good, and that's why we started with the 12-year. But we knew that with each batch, as time would go on, we'd go from one batch to batch 100, batch 1,000, hopefully one day. But there could only ever be batch 1.
Okay.
So we reserved the first 500 bottles of batch 1 for people that want to join this journey with us, want to become a part of the Old Road Rum Company as founding members. Okay. So the first 500 bottles are available to this group.
Okay.
People who want to, and you can go onto our website and sign up for our founding members and follow that process to become a member.
Okay.
There's still room. But we have nearly 200 members from all over the world now.
Okay. So what's that website, since you spoke about it? You can look into the camera and let me know.
Oldroadrum.com. Please follow the link and follow all the processes and become a member.
Okay. Right, so where's the rum currently distributed, Jack?
Again, we focus really in St. Kitts and Nevis, but we're available across all the duty-free stores now, across all the major RAMS locations on the island. And we've now just began the process of expanding our reach a little bit. We're now available in Antigua. We're now available in Bermuda. There's an amazing connection between St. Kitts and Bermuda. So, we're hoping to see a lot come from there. And, we're going to try and see how far we can take it. We want to carry the flag in the rum industry for St. Kitts as far as we can.
Well, we know that rum flew from that distillery in 1681. How important was it for you folks to ensure, or how important is it to be part of the cultural history of St. Kitts and Nevis?
Yeah, a big part of this is for it not to be forgotten.
Okay.
I recall 2005 when we closed the doors to the sugar industry, right after that centuries of legacy here in St. Kitts. And so, after seeing the distillery there, it sparked this idea, how could we have had this history and not known that it was there? So a big part of this is about just highlighting and bringing that forward so that these things aren't lost. 30 years before we came to be there, it was a completely overgrown and forgotten place. Now it's one of the most visited sites on the island. And it just shows that, we can take what is in some ways a difficult history that we have here into something that we can all benefit and grow from, right? Because these things were left for us here, right? So how it's up to us to really take these things and utilize them for our own benefits.
Absolutely right. And speaking of taking things, I'm ready to take my glass.
Okay.
Pretend you are as well.
All right, I'm gonna.
That's Jack.
Thank you, Jack.
We're going to be, well, some of us are going to be tasting, others are going to be smelling. I know what my threshold is. I'm not going to pretend.
I don't mean to laugh.
Wow.
Yes.
So
Okay,
do we swivel too?
You know, I think, you know, you just want to observe the color for a minute, right? A lot of people don't know, but properly aged rum has no added color. So the rum actually goes into the barrel completely clear, and the result of the aging process, the type of barrels that you use, gives you the color. So I like to think that we have a beautiful amber colored rum, and so I just wanted to talk about the color a little bit. Now we can go to the smell. Now, you know, you might be picking up some caramel, some burnt cinnamon, maybe a little bit of a spice note. You can't quite identify it. Maybe some vanilla notes. Now, we add no flavors to our product either. So all of those things that you're observing.
No flavors, no sugar, no anything.
No flavors, no sugars, nothing. So it's all coming from that barrel aging.
Smells really good, Jack.
Okay.
Smells excellent.
Now it's 46%. So it's going to be a shock to the palate. So just taste a little bit at first, just to give you a little bit of a mouth coat, just to kind of adjust the palate. Okay, and cheers first.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I want your reaction.
It's not bad at all.
So.
It's not bad.
Okay.
No, I'm thinking of this in my fruit punch.
That's it. So, you know,
not bad.
A little warming feeling, right?
Yeah. Tingly.
A little tingling feeling, yes. Now, for those who are real rum drinkers, they might see this product and they want to drink it neat. They don't want to add anything to it, or maybe just ice.
Yeah.
And you know, we wanted to make a rum that you could do that with.
Yeah.
But not everybody likes to drink rum that way. So, you know, this is also a really great ingredient in cocktails. So, you know, you could, all the mixologists out there, you know, try different things, share with us, tag us. We want to invent new drinks here in St. Kitts as well. We don't want to just follow what we see out there.
Exactly.
So, the mixologists, show me what you got, please.
Yeah.
Lovely, Jack.
Indeed.
Rum. Thank you so much for coming and talking with us today. And of course, bringing the rum. I know Cortencia will drink it, but she's waiting for commercial. So we're going to cut the commercial. Before we go again, Jack, the website, the Facebook page, that camera is yours.
Yeah, so please follow our story at Old Road Rum Company on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and check us out online at www.oldroadrum.com. Our future founders, our future mixologists, please follow along.
Indeed. We'll definitely drink to that during this break, right? Good chings.
Jack Woodison.
Cheers, guys.
Old Road Rum Company. Thanks again. More
Thanks for coming, Jack.
Flash. Stay tuned.
You ever hear Earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, Earthquake, I come in Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the door, we are in the exit. Stairs might block up, are full of people. Elevator, avoid that, because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, nobody run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
Hey, my friend, what going on?
Not a thing. I just here cooling under this tree, about to eat a mango or two.
Where you get mango from all now?
Boy, Auntie Rose bring me some mango this morning.
Oh, gosh. What you hit me for?
You give me something to put on?
Girl, you can't just come tempting me with these juicy round pally mangoes and expect me not to want some.
Just because something looks appealing and you want it doesn't mean you are entitled to it and that you should touch or take it. Your mother ain't teach you manners. Ask for consent first before you touch up a mango them.
But why ask? And if it's dear, it's dear. Just take it. Why ask?
Simple. If it is mine and you ain't asked for it, it is called, wait for it, stealing.
That's true. My bad. Okay. May I please have some mangoes?
I don't know. After that spectacle, I ain't sure I want to give you any.
You see that? But I ask.
Just because you ask doesn't mean I have to give. It is still my mangoes.
So what you tell me ask for then?
Because consent is everything. Had you asked first, I would have been more inclined to give you one. And just because you ask doesn't mean I have to give you. You got it?
Okay, I got it. Now, may I please have some mangoes?
Only because you're my friend and I like you. But that still don't mean you're entitled to it.
Okay, I get it. I get it.
Good. Don't leave your mango skin on the ground, eh?
If you understand the importance of asking for someone's consent for a mango, then it shouldn't be too hard to understand consent when it comes to sex. The power of consent is everything. Ask first. If you or a friend has been sexually assaulted, please call 465-5000 for the Counseling Center.
This message was brought to you by No Judgment SKN and sponsored by the Basic Needs Trust Fund, the Department of Gender Affairs, and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Good morning. This is Karen of Paris and support from Paris Vermont. I want to encourage y'all to sign on to Good Morning SKN every morning from 8 to 10 at Studio 327. Thanks.
Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao, bango!
Welcome back. Did you? Good morning, SK.
I think the rum has gotten the
No, it's not rum. Jamie almost fell.
I think that the rum has gotten the better of my soul. Actually, it didn't fall. I was twisting and I was trying to straighten myself up, which I did, by the way. Because
listen, time was running out, and Jamie was trying to look like he almost.
I wasn't at fault. No, I wasn't
Jamie,
unstable. I was just.
Rum does Hortensia nothing. Plus, I don't overdrink the thing. I told you I mix it with fruit punch. Rum punch, yeah.
You're already singing. I'm sorry. I'm not sure it does nothing.
I'm glad GMSK Nation knows I'm always singing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whatever you say. Anyway, you were about to say something, I think.
Oh, my gosh. What was I about to say?
You don't remember what you were about to say? Okay, this is no good, guys. No good at all.
No.
You don't remember what you were about to say?
No,
Black Legends Wednesdays?
Oh, shucks me. Yeah, I forgot that part. Black Legend Wednesdays. No, honestly, guys, I didn't forget that part. I was looking around. It's not the...
I don't know what's going on here, guys.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't know anymore.
Oh, my gosh.
All
Yeah.
right.
So our Black Legend today is Condoleezza Rice.
Yes.
Yeah, former Secretary of State. Yeah.
In the United States.
Yeah. But Jamie, I honestly thought that, but I'm not going to say it on television. I honestly thought that was... Then you're correct. A lot of the other people that we did, they're still breeding.
You want to tell them what you were thinking?
No.
You can, because they're listening. They're watching, too.
No, but they don't know. That's an inside one. So we got to keep that one inside.
So you need to talk about it.
So there we go. Black legend Condoleezza Rice. I wonder how much fun her name got made of in school.
Maybe quite a bit. I don't know.
Yeah, Condoleezza cooking on Condoleezza Rice. Yeah, but
I don't know.
was she ever the first female?
Well, we're going to find out.
Okay. So Condoleezza was born in Birmingham, Alabama on November the 14th. Oh, she just made a birthday, 1954. And grew up while the South was racially segregated. She is the only child of Angelina Rice and John Wesley Rice Jr. Both of her parents were teachers. Her mother taught music and science, while her father was a guidance counselor. So she just made birthday 2 days ago. So happy belated Condoleezza. If you see this, give us a like, give us a thumbs up. Keep watching Good Morning SKN.
Yeah, that's unlikely.
We gotta hope. We gotta put these things out in the universe. Oh, she looks like her mom. Oh, look at her little pigtails and a little bang. And she looked like the tooth fairy came for a visit, you know? So she's holding that smiling.
Yeah, she does look.
She looks like she's missing some teeth. Wow.
All right, she once dreamed of becoming a concert pianist and grew up learning French, music, figure skating, and ballet from the age of 3. Her name, Condoleezza, derives from the music-related term condos. I have no idea what that is. With
Condolences.
No idea. All right? Which in Italian means with sweetness. So that's,
You know, I actually taught condensed milk. Literally. I literally taught condensed milk just now.
Dolcezza. I have no idea what that is.
Dolcezza.
I apologize for my sloppy Italian, by the way. I will own it. Condoleezza. So with sweetness.
Nice. She's a sweet lady. Nice. I wonder what it was like being the... Oh, so she actually played. Nice. So she lived one dream and then she decided that dream is over. Time to go be on to the next dream. I would love to have a conversation with Condoleezza Rice and find out how many of the items she would have accomplished on her bucket list.
Maybe she doesn't even have one.
I'm sure. A woman that's so goal-oriented and so poised must have a list. Or a vision board. Her education. Rice enrolled at the University of Denver at the age of 15, just like the good doctor we spoke to, where her father was then serving as an assistant dean. Rice initially majored in music, and after her sophomore year, she went to Aspen Music Festival and school. There, she later said she met students of greater talent than herself, and she doubted her career prospect as a pianist. Wow. So we all go through our little bouts of insecurities, I guess.
We're humans, it's natural.
Yeah, so she probably thought, in the States, I'm great. Now I get out there and it's like, what? I'm not that great. But you can always be great. Oh, she's a perfect combination of her parents. She got her dad's cheeks. She got her mama's nose. She have her dad's lips. She has her mama's forehead and hairstyle.
You can see all of that from here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Look
Got
at that.
great vision.
Great one. Excellent.
Rice began to consider an alternative major. She attended an international politics course taught by Joseph Corbell, which sparked her interest in the Soviet Union and international relations. Rice later described Corbell, who is the father of Madeleine Albright, then a future U.S. Secretary of State, as a central figure in her life.
The universe just put her in favor of being the next one. Look at that. Or one of them, I should say.
Yeah, one of them. Very impressive.
Yeah, indeed. Oh. She gives me st.kitts vibes.
No way.
Come on.
No.
Yes, the face structure a little.
Okay.
Ba-ba-ba-do.
Okay.
Rice was a Democrat until 1982. That's our year, when she changed her political affiliation to Republican. in part because she disagreed with the foreign policy of Democratic President Jimmy Carter and because of the influence of her father, who was Republican. As she told the 2000 Republican National Convention, my father joined our party because the Democrats in Jim Crow, Alabama of 1952 would not register him to vote. The Republicans did. Wow. Wow. Okay. Wonder why the fight down though.
In 1952.
I know. But then there was a lot of fighting going on there.
Exactly.
But to see.
Related.
But do you think that they will keep? Boy, they were very intolerable. We spoke about tolerance today. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that somebody else tolerated them and their own didn't.
On November 16th, 2004, President George Bush Jr. nominated Rice to be Secretary of State, and on January 26, 2005, the Senate confirmed her nomination by a vote of 85 to 13. Wow. She was also appointed National Security Advisor under George H.W. Bush.
Nice. Yeah, everybody spoke about Condoleezza Rice. They have some names that are going to be etched in history forever, and they're going to be known by generations after generations to come.
Yeah, she's welcome.
Yeah. After her time as Secretary of State in 2009, she returned to teaching at Stanford University, and she later became director in 2020 of the school's Hoover Institution, a public policy think tank. She was the first African-American provost of Stanford University. Nice, congrats, Condoleezza. If you're watching, remember to send us a like. Yes, Jim, you're putting it out here.
All right. Rice has published several books, including 2 autobiographies. Her autobiographies are Extraordinary Ordinary People, a memoir of family, 2010, which chronicles her life, notably her early years in segregated Alabama before joining the Bush administration in 2001, and No Higher Honor, a memoir of my years in Washington in 2011.
Nice. Aww. Extraordinary People. That's so sweet. Where is she now? Condoleezza is currently the professor of global business and economy at the Stanford Graduate School of Business. In 2012, she picked up golf as a hobby and eventually became the first female member of the Augusta Golf Club in 2012. Women were not allowed to join. Yes.
Before her.
I know. You hear the first female. Yo, Condoleezza, you broke the glass ceiling for the ladies.
And hopefully not the glass.
The golf ball.
She once appeared on the PBS show Finding Your Roots, where she discovered she is 51% African, 40% European, and 9% Asian or Native American. Specifically, she was able to trace back her roots to the Takarp people of Cameroon.
Oh, nice. Everybody is checking out there. Jamie, we really have to do ours. So we can say we are 20% East Indians. Yeah.
Okay.
You're from Mumbai, India. Mahatma Gandhi era.
I think you're confusing Condoleezza.
I said me and you. I didn't say Miss Rice at all. Oh my gosh. A legacy. Rice has appeared 4 times on the Times 100 Time magazine list of the world's 100 most influential people. She is one of the only 9 people in the world whose influence has been considered enduring enough to have made the list. Wow. Congratulations again, Miss Rice. Wow. I really would like to speak to those folks to find out how do they feel when they see they're one of the 100.
Humbled, most likely. In 2004 and 2005, she ranked as the most powerful woman in the world by, ranked as the most powerful woman in the world by Forbes magazine, and number 2 in 2006.
Ooh, who beat odds in 2006? I gotta find that out. There we have it. A Black legend, Miss Condoleezza Rice. Well, she will leave a legacy, and as I was telling Jamie before, our generation know, the generations to come will know, and so she'll live on. She'll definitely live on. And tell me in the comments if you don't find she have a little Eartha Kitt look. Let me know. But that said, see you on the other side of this break. It's not buying it.
So you mentioned something about a lump.
Babe, I just felt something on the left side of your breast. Tell me if you feel it.
Do you do your self-breast examinations monthly?
No, I don't.
Well, women are supposed to examine their breasts once monthly. Let me show you how. When at home, you can check while standing in the shower or while lying down. Simply place a pillow under your right shoulder and your right arm behind your head. Using your left hand, move the pads of your fingers around your right breast, gently covering the entire breast area and armpit. Use light, medium, and firm pressure. Squeeze the nipple and check for discharge and lumps. I did find a lump in the upper left breast. I am not sure what this means. Therefore, I need to refer you to the DMO, or you can see your private physician. The doctor is going to examine you and recommend an ultrasound or a mammogram. Listen, not every lump is cancer. 80 to 85% of the time, the lumps found are benign. That means they are non-cancerous. Lumps in the female breast or armpit can be non-cancerous tissue growth or fluid buildup, or a number of things that can present themselves at various times. But sometimes it's a sign of cancer. That is why I am referring you to see the doctor.
Okay, nurse. Thanks for your help.
Yo, what up? It's your boy N Richie right here at Studio 327. I'm here to give you the promo that you guys need, because this is something special for St. Kitts. I'm telling you, tune in to Good Morning SKN, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and on Moment Channel 4. Also, I realize nobody else is doing this. Follow the Good Morning SKN Instagram at Good Morning SKN, and the Studio 327 Inc. Instagram. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook. This is pretty long, but follow us, and yeah.
It's time to let you know what's happening. First up, it's Global Entrepreneurship Week. And there's a whole lot of activities happening here in our Twin Island Federation. Tonight there will be a cannabis panel. Panel.
Cannabis.
Get it? Biz. B-I-Z.
Yeah.
B-I-Z is in business. Yeah. When I say B-I-Z, B-I-Z is in business, right? So it's going to be on ZIZ at 8:30 p.m. That's first up. The discussion will be hosted by Patrice Harris and will feature the Honorable Garth Wilkin, Dr. Garfield Alexander, Stuart Laplace, Everton Delaney, also known as Blenda, and Bing Nats and Ras Aya. All right? So tune in at 8:30 p.m. via ZIZ Online to hear what is expected to be a very engaging discussion.
In the cannabis. So Jamie, it's that time of the day when we say, we put a Mickey Mouse, now it's time to say good, not really to, we don't want to go and leave you.
Yeah, but we will. So we want to say thank you for joining us today for another edition of GMSKN. You're invited to tune in daily. We will find a little bit of everything for everyone. Hopefully, you'll find something for you and you'll get just about enough of it to please you and keep you coming back for more. So you can follow us on our social media platforms. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Instagram at Good Morning SKN. Facebook and YouTube, of course, at Studio 327 Inc., Studio 327 INC. We're inviting you to like, subscribe, follow, and share, and also to check out our website, www.studio327inc.com, to learn more about GMSKN and Studio 327.
Yeah, but let's get those subscriptions up and through the roof. Yes, let's break our ceiling. We're looking to be at 1,000 before December the 6th. That's our first year anniversary. Once again, we're asking those of you who would have been on our show to send in a short video and let us know how being on our show would have propelled you forward. And for those of you who watch or listen to us every morning, let us know how we inspire you. Let us know how it is to wake up with us. For those of you who wake up with us, we welcome all of that in our short videos. You never know, your video might be played on December the 6th when it's our first year anniversary. So as usual, leave us a comment and let us know what was your favorite part of today's show. Yes, Viscamus Wednesdays. And this is where we say, see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. when you'll start your morning with us right here at Good Morning SKN, where there's always a little bit of something for everyone. Thanks for watching as usual. Have yourselves a great hump day. See you tomorrow.